All right,
Not the way this
I
country's
know how to
going.
start. I know how to start this one. This one has to be the one. All right.
All right, yeah.
Fuck. Which one? I don't know what I do with my left hand because I'm not even left-handed. Hi everyone. Welcome to the worst takes. I fucked up the goddamn
You
LaCroix.
did. Wow. Oh wow. You had to do it one-handed.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the worst takes. I'm Josh.
And I'm Sarah. And
this
guess
is
what
the
today
fourth
is?
intro.
Guess what today is? Regardless of the fourth intro, guess what today is, Josh? Hey, hey, Josh, guess. Hey, Josh, guess. Guess, Josh, guess. First number is divisible by 3. The second number is prime. Woo! Guess what it is? Guess what it is?
6, 7.
It's 9/11.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the 9/11.
Come on, it's 9/11, baby. Woo! 20th anniversary, 9/11. 20th anniversary, 9/11. It's the worst takes 9/11 extravaganza, everybody. Oh yeah, fucking get the confetti out. Brr, 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 brr. Let's go. Woo! Get vaccinated. That's how you do a fucking intro, bitch.
I'm Josh.
I'm Sarah.
And she is correct. She is
It's
correct.
9/11.
It is literally 9/11 when we are recording this. Because like a good podcast, instead of making the 9/11 episode before 9/11 and then posting it on 9/11, a la a certain engineering podcast that I watched today, well, there's your problem. We record on 9/11.
Wait, did they talk about the engineering of the Twin Towers?
They did that before. I think
No.
they did that last year, and then this year they did the Pentagon. And it was really interesting, actually. I recommend it to everybody.
That actually does sound interesting, but
Yeah.
it could be like very funny. Like, so
It's
you
pretty
see, jet fuel could not melt.
They
steel
actually go.
beams.
They do actually
They
go out of
yeah.
their way to like debunk a lot of that shit, which is really
Right?
interesting.
Yeah, it'd just be really funny. If
It
was
would be
like
if it, like, just the
conspiracy. All of a
switch.
sudden,
A bunch
When-
of socialists just go like, "Oh yeah, 9/11 was Bush did it, guys. Come
yeah,
on."
like come on.
Yeah, but like no, like there was a really interesting episode about the engineering problems of the Pentagon and like why. Apparently, the fucking the plane that crashed into the Pentagon hit the floor first before hitting the Pentagon.
Wow,
And that's why it looks like a missile, because apparently that's what's
it came in from the
dislodged.
side, not the top.
Yeah, because like it hit the floor, and then I think it lost its wings at some point because of
Oh.
that, and lost like the appendages. And then once the fuselage hit the the Pentagon, it just fucking disintegrated.
That's what they want you to think. Sounds very
It
convenient.
sounds very convenient. The seems like they're trying to hide the evidence.
Okay. All right. Hey,
But
Josh.
yeah, so it is the 9/11 episode.
It's
everybody.
9/11.
Post 2 days after 9/11, we have the 9/11 episode
But
ready
we
for
are
you
recording
guys.
this on 9/11, and I swear to God, there's literally no news
Literally,
that I can
all the-
find
yeah, like
that's not about 9/11.
Yeah, so like when I know that this week there was the vaccine mandate, and I was gonna try and find shit about that, but
Yeah.
that got fucking wiped away because it's the
Boy, oh
20th
boy.
20th anniversary of 9/11, so
Big
everyone's
deal.
talking about it.
Yeah. We should have
Yeah.
got cake. I'm sorry, 9/11.
Should have gone at 9/11's 1 year away from being able to drink. You know, what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I can't wait to see what crazy shit 9/11 gets up to, but I actually can because it'll probably be crazy
It'll be
Probably
crazy.
be
It's gonna be crazier
really
than the original
harmful
9/11.
to a lot of communities.
9/11 Part 2, 9/12.
All right.
Can you imagine if within the 2 days of this podcast being recorded and uploaded, another 9/11 happens and we have to scrap the whole fucking thing?
We're putting this one up. We're just making another 9/11.
We'll take another 9/11 after the second 9/11.
Yeah. That's y'all
We're
get 2
professionals.
episodes.
We're professionals.
Yeah,
guys.
we're professionals. Yeah. So Josh,
Yes.
okay. What do you think? Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Eli Manning, her, Brad Paisley, Maroon 5, and Common
No, stop. No,
in congregation with Jake Tapper. What do you think they're doing today?
They're having them. They're having a.
They're having a celebration for 9/11.
They're having a 9/11 Rockin' Eve.
Yeah, legit.
Well,
CNN
featuring
put on a
Dick Clark.
20th anniversary special tribute to 9/11 with I want to say that list of names
Yeah,
again.
say it one more time because we were joking 10 seconds ago about like having a 9/11 extravaganza.
I was not joking. I'm having a party over here with Robert De Niro.
I feel like it's a very sarcastic thing to be like, oh yeah, the event where a bunch of like 4,000 people died or whatever.
Forget about it, guy. Leonardo DiCaprio, Eli Manning, the fucking football player.
Not even the one that people like.
No, the other one.
Yeah.
Her, the band. The lady,
her.
Brad Paisley, who I don't even fucking know who that is.
Country singer, I think.
That's why I don't know him.
Yeah.
Maroon 5. Like it's the fucking Super Bowl.
Like it's the Super Bowl coming back in.
Do you think it's...
My heart's in misery.
Because of 9/11. Fuck.
Do they have to change the lyrics, do you think, for the 9/11 one where it's like, instead of it being like, I'm at a payphone, it's I'm on the airplane trying to call my wife before we crash into the towers?
I'm on the 50th floor of World Trade Center. Do you think it's She Will Be Loved, or it's They Will Be Loved? Memorializing all the lives lost.
I already
on
know.
9/11.
I don't want to talk about how much the sausage gets made, but like, this is just going to be a week worth of 9/11 TikToks, isn't it?
Oh yeah. From a bunch of kids who don't know what the fuck 9/11 is. That's why I'm saying Fortnite should have done that 9/11 thing.
Fortnite should have done 9/11.
MLK is in like a couple months, wasn't it? In like February. This is fucking. Or is it MLK Day? Was that like a while ago?
I don't know.
I don't fucking remember.
I don't
I'm
go to
white.
school
I don't
anymore.
give a crap. Shit. I don't know. I'm like, oh, MLK? Great. Awesome. Great day. Cool. I should probably pay attention, but I don't because I'm stupid. I've realized this recently. Let me go on a tangent. I've realized this recently. I'm like a little monkey person, I always grew up thinking like, oh man, I'm a genius. I'm a creative. I'm a fucking...
You watch Rick and Morty?
Poet. I watch Rick and Morty. I have a fucking high IQ. I'm not a monkey. I'm so far removed from ape. I am a human being.
On the Darwinism scale, I have surpassed the primates of my
predecessors.
Yeah.
And now that I'm an adult, I'm almost 24. I walk around and I think, food, sleepy.
Okay, but
sleepy.
in between
food and sleepy. Yeah, you want to know what I think about, Josh?
What do you think about?
Oh shit, it's 9/11. Oh fuck, I forgot. 20 years since 9/11.
Neopets, but I guess.
Oh yeah, and then Neopets, and then food and sleepy,
and then how to gamble on Neopets.
Get the most Neopets you can get on Neopets
by playing pyramids over and over
to the point where it's not even fun. I'm not even having fun playing. But I know tomorrow I'm gonna look at my Neopets and they're gonna be sad and they're gonna be crying because they're fucking hungry because mama can't make enough money gambling for Neopets, bro.
Wow, thank God we
but
don't have actual kids. But you know what?
This day isn't about me. This day is about 9/11.
And Mark for the TikTok.
Okay.
Okay, so
I want to say this again.
CNN has
Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Eli Manning.
I thought you were going to say Elon Musk for a second. I was like, oh my God.
No, Elon Musk is like, why would I celebrate the failure of infrastructure? HER, Brad Paisley, Maroon 5.
Did you say HAR?
No, I said HER.
Oh, HER. Okay, sorry. Oh my God.
Common joined Jake Tapper.
Can you imagine HAR?
I'm not famous.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm ready.
It's
I'm sorry.
SpongeBob, I'm ready. Like their classic.
And then footage of the...
No, you know what it is?
What?
But I'm weak. And then the footage of the 9/11. Okay, we gotta calm down too.
Oh my God, we're gonna wake up that kid over.
Yeah, I don't want to wake up that kid again. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We gotta get it all out now.
Gotta get all the 9/11 jokes out now because we're gonna have a really depressing time with mine.
Yeah. Mine gets worse too. This is the fun one.
Let's go.
Special tribute on the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Shine a Light airs tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
I don't know why Shine a Light just makes me laugh. I know because there's a song called Shine a Light, and that's the first thing I think of, and it's in Grand Theft Auto. So my first thought is, oh, they got the Grand Theft Auto song to represent.
They named it after that one Grand Theft Auto song.
Yeah. And then also, but I know why, because before, after 9/11, they had the what is it, the lights shine up from where the Trade Center were. So I get that then. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's,
fair enough,
somebody goes, no thanks. Don't need singing or celebrities today, one bit. I don't even need Jake Tapper, not today. And I get it, but also like, stop being a buzzkill.
No, okay, yeah, this person's technically right.
They're technically right.
I think Jake Tapper might be giving a little bit of shit on, because I feel like journalists can give a very, at least some sort of nuanced take on 9/11. That being said, yeah, maybe Maroon 5 shouldn't be the fucking messenger of 9/11 truths, Do you
think what's his face took off his shirt like he did on the Super Bowl?
Adam Levine?
Yeah. Remember when he took off his shirt? And
yeah,
was
I do remember that.
Ew.
Yeah, he probably did that, honestly.
For sure.
I 100% believe that. He went for the pants, too.
Yeah, he was totally naked during his 9/11 remembrance. And he's going to wake up tomorrow with the biggest hangover and a call from his agent. And his agent's going to be like, why did you do that?
Dude, listen, if you want to get back on The Voice, you got to stop pulling shit like this. I'm sorry. You gotta try a little bit harder, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and somebody else goes, you forgot to invite the new regime you chose. Oh, they don't need invitation. They just hijack planes.
So that's two things. That's two things there. So what that implies is that's a fun one. Because I read about this all the goddamn time now, because fucking right-wingers are dipshits. Apparently, I think 2 weeks ago or some shit, there was like the report or something that people were trying to figure out how much the Taliban had of like equipment. Yeah. Apparently, the number of like the 800 million something figure that people are using. Yeah. Or like 83 million, something like that, is way over like the thing.
What the actual
because like it's okay. So the conspiracy theory on the block right now is that Joe Biden let Afghanistan fall so that way the Taliban can steal U.S. weapons and sell it to China.
Somehow China's always involved.
China's always involved, yeah. And then that's
they're
also
not saints either, but it's like,
but like that's
I think y'all are being too charitable with their mastermind.
We can critique America and China pretty well.
We can critique everybody we want.
Every single person, But like, come on. Yeah. If you're gonna critique, be smart about your critique, or else the critiques that you have are gonna make the other guy look good when you look like an asshole,
Exactly, yeah. Especially during the 9/11 celebration. You know what I mean?
During the 9/11 one.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, well, think about hijacked planes. And it's like, my point with this, thing is, how do we celebrate, or how do we remember
9/11?
9/11. What's the way to do it that isn't like crazy? Inviting Maroon 5 to come sing.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's a little
wild.
It's a little crazy.
It's not even cool in the like tear down the Berlin Wall way.
Yeah, like if you got like Pink Floyd to do the wall during the Berlin Wall, fucking
that's
pog,
wild. That's
but
cool. But this is like Maroon 5. I don't even know anybody who likes them anymore.
I can't. I mean, I like a few of their songs, but I don't listen. I don't actively go out and search for them now.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's 2021 and every other band exists.
It seems like you're trying to get. Like you're trying to get like, oh, we need some high class.
Yeah, we need
people to come out here.
We gotta get Maroon 5 out here.
It's like everybody cares about Well, that's not true. A lot of the teens today don't really give a shit about 9/11.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, this is an interesting thing where a lot of people, the comparison between 9/11 and COVID itself is very interesting.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I cared a lot about 9/11 before COVID happened.
Oh yeah, no, same. And I still think 9/11 is horrible.
If anything, it's culturally significant at this point.
Yeah, 9/11 is a culturally significant thing, just as much as COVID is a culturally significant thing.
Absolutely. But it's like, well, now we've reached higher highs and lower lows. Higher highs of infection rate and lower lows of just feeling at all. Just any feeling,
Yeah. So.
And it's just kid nowadays is getting more and more apathetic, and it's like, well, how can you blame them?
Oh yeah, obviously.
know?
Shit,
Like,
I
every
grew up
time
in
I-
that shit.
Right. Well, now especially because like think of the kids growing up having to go
And they have
to
to Zoom.
middle school during COVID,
Yeah. Oh god.
especially when they go back to school and like, oh, you remember Mr. Benson?
Oh
He
yeah, he
died
died of
last
COVID.
week
Yeah.
of COVID.
And there's a chance all of you guys are infected, so we might have to send you back, even though you just got here.
Yeah, like a month ago or
keep,
2 weeks ago, even.
Yeah, I keep reading stories. Apparently, right now in America, I believe 30,000 kids were admitted to hospitals with COVID.
Yeah.
Which is fucking bananas. And that was only in August, by the way. That's a number that's going to probably grow or stay around the same.
Well, it's like, you get information fatigue. You get like
We're just overloaded with info about this horrific fucking thing.
We're traumatized is what it is.
Yeah.
Is we're constantly being traumatized by this terrible, awful virus impacting our lives. And it's not anybody's fault other than the unvaccinated. Get vaccinated.
Yeah, unvaccinated. Then fucking ice.
Yeah, I swear to fucking God. But it's nobody's actual fault. It's just like it's a thing that is happening that is causing a lot of trauma in everybody's lives. And so like the young people who weren't there around 9/11 when it happened are seeing this and they're thinking this is the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. And
let's be fair, it is.
It is.
I mean, to someone that wasn't around during 9/11, even as someone I was like, what, 2 when 9/11 happened?
Yeah, I was like a little baby. I was like 4.
And like, I think all the cultural impacts of 9/11 at the time were a lot more subtle than the impacts right now COVID is having.
Yeah.
So me,
9/11 was all at once.
Yeah.
COVID is like a slow burn. You
a
know?
very slow burn and reshifting of a lot of structures in society. And it's really like 9/11, it happened really quickly, and then now
it was a tragedy. It was televised. Everybody was watching it.
Yeah.
Everybody knew somebody who was there, And
yeah, exactly.
It was just shock. And COVID is also a shock, but it doesn't have the same like, oh fuck, because it's been leading up to this point.
Yeah.
It's a different time for everybody, and there is no like 2021. It's entire years now. 2020. We called it 2020. It was like, oh man, the year of COVID, 2020. And now it's 2021 and we still have it. And it's like, oh no, this is a period of time that we have to deal with this.
Yeah, and now we're at a year and 6 months since March of last year when it really started to hit the fan.
And it was already there, but when like November of the previous year.
Yeah, no, that's when it started to spread. And then because I remember in February was the first time I think it started to spread on the West Coast and then eventually the East Coast and then eventually came to Florida.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I've said this at some point on the podcast. One of my teachers got really sick in New York, didn't know what they had. It sounded like a flu, and then came back to school. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
5 months later, I was like, oh, that was probably COVID.
Probably, yeah. I got sick in January. It was really, really fucking bad.
And you were at the airport working there.
I didn't know what the fuck I had. It just felt like a flu, but like to the point where I had to go and lay down, which has never happened to me before in my life. And then I go and I get the COVID vaccination. Don't think of it this entire time with COVID. And I get like I get this no symptoms, which tracks with people who have gotten COVID before. And I'm like,
and that's even more interesting considering the fact that when I got the shot, I for sure had symptoms. And I was like, there's no way. I feel like if you had gotten COVID.
But that was back during January when I was living alone. And
and that was before.
We weren't hanging out that much. Like, well, we were, because obviously we were dating, but like, I was sick, I think, and you were. And I was like, you went to playlist,
and then I heard about COVID, and I was like, oh, I'm not going near anyone that's sick.
Yeah, literally. So
yeah,
and it's like, well, I think kids are just desensitized to this, and it's not like their fault because they're young. You know, it's not like you don't know what it's like to lose somebody. And it's insane how COVID has made a bunch of boomers hypocrites. How much of a hypocrite. Yeah, we all knew you were hypocrites beforehand, believe it or not. Like, that's why you get so much hostility from children. You don't get hostility just by being old anymore. Yeah,
and now it's like, and I guess the thing now is like, I mean, because like the regular flu doesn't kill people like this. Yeah. This is for sure. We know that COVID kills people, and COVID deaths in the U.S. is like getting close to... I don't know. Last time I checked, it was around 600,000. I assume it's gone up higher.
I'm not gonna check because I don't feel like getting sad.
Yeah. So like, and like, I mean, there was points in COVID when like the death toll was at or near numbers of 9/11, but happening every single day.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying to me.
And imagine if that happened all at once.
And if that happened dude, 700,000 people dying in one day from something that we all know it's from. That is,
we would at least have to take off our shoes at the airport. You know, like we would at least have to do that.
Every single person would, everyone would be affected. There wouldn't be a lot of like this, like there would still be conspiracy theorists, but there would still be like people like,
it would be people that know exactly what it is, what is going on. This is a tragedy. Yeah. We have to all band together and do this just like 9/11 was. But no, it's every day. There's a little bit more. There's a little bit more.
And it keeps compiling over and over again. And it exponentially grows and exponentially decreases, which is good too.
It's like a fucking frog in boiling water, you know what I mean?
But now we're on this fourth wave of big infections, and it's like, Jesus, you know?
Yeah, but no, Josh, we have to tune into Jake Tapper and Maroon 5 celebrating. I'm sorry. I mean, mourning 9/11.
No, okay, yeah, sorry. We everything's about COVID these days. I'm sorry,
everything
guys.
is about COVID. I'm sorry. Anytime that you do anything that's not about COVID, I look at you and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't even care that it's 9/11. You got to be talking about COVID. Excuse me. Okay. Blanche responds
from Animal Crossing.
No,
damn it!
I forgot we have Blanche on our
island.
Yeah. Blanche replies to the CNN article about tuning in for the 9/11 coverage.
Okay, which honestly fair. You know, I mean, again, it's good that we have CNN Jake Tapper doing it. It's still a little weird. We have all these musical artists and bands.
It feels like a celebration, even though we pulled out of Afghanistan and the Taliban is taking over. It's like, okay,
we did it.
We did it. Woo! Okay, but Blanche responds, nailed it! Smiles and tears remembering 20 years ago. Her is perfect. Move over, Stevie. At Jake Tapper, you done good.
You know, I joke about conservatism being the blight on the planet. I'm starting to rethink that maybe conservatism and liberalism are...
That's what I'm saying. We hit both sides here.
Guys, listen.
Not in a centrist way either.
Yeah, can we listen, guys? Libs, you're technically correct. Congrats, you did it. All right, you did it, Libs. You're technically correct that it's good that we're celebrating. Not celebrating, that we're talking about 9/11.
We're celebrating. Come on. Join in on 9/11 with Maroon 5, her, Eli Manning.
All right, it's good that, okay, you know what? Okay,
and then Blanche is in the background
because I know where my stories are going to go.
You nailed it.
No, because I know where my shit's about to go, all right?
Yeah.
I know where my thing is, because I know where the conservatives are right now. They're in La La Land right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but at least the liberals are like acknowledging 9/11 and are being like,
at least the bar is on the floor.
The fucking floor.
At least the libs acknowledge that 9/11 happened.
At least liberals are a little bit more like, oh yeah, this happened and it's good that we're talking about it, even if it's in the worst way imaginable. Yeah, no, I gotta give them 10% on a 100-point
9/11 celebration. Yay!
Yeah, I gotta give them a fucking C. All right, I'm sorry. But yeah, Blanche, come on, just calm down a little bit about 9/11. Just a smidge, you know.
Okay. Are you ready for this? Because none of these people in this, there are two people in this next one.
All right.
Neither of them are correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Robert, who has a profile picture of Teddy Roosevelt.
This can go in a myriad of directions.
Do you think Robert is like fucking speak softly and carry a big stick? You know what I mean? You think that's what Robert's doing?
I think
that's what Robert's. That's Robert's motto.
I think he's speaking bigly and softly sticking. His wiener and things.
That was about his dick, right?
No, it wasn't. I just switched the fucking adjectives.
No, I'd be like legit. Like everybody's like, oh, you know,
speak softly and carry a big stick.
Stick means like make a big impact and be quiet. I'm like, no, that's about his fucking dick.
Probably about his dick.
That's about his dick, bro. Yeah. He wouldn't have said that if it wasn't about his dick.
And every time you see the cartoon, it has the stick
big
fucking right
yeah, like
here.
coming out, and he's got like the stick, and he's got his dick hung over his, That's what you speak softly about.
All right, so what is Robert with the small stick coming up and saying?
Robert says, no one will be watching anything that's on the C, Rooked, N, Ooze, N at work.
Can I see that? Wait, can I read? Can I actually
it's spaced out. So, like, he really wanted you to get it. It was this capital C, Rooked.
No, it's Crooked News Network. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Josh.
Sorry. No, because the way you spell it out for you. C, Rooked.
Because that's how it's spelled. It's capital C, space, Rooked, capital N.
Well, why put the space in? Just fucking call it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm sorry. Like,
just
holy shit.
say Crooked News Network.
Yeah,
we would all know what you're saying.
Yeah, we all know what you're saying.
It's a CNN article. Like, we're not stupid, Robert.
Apparently I am, because it took me a second. Because when I hear the word C, Rooked, I'm like, what the fuck's a Rooked?
C, Rooked. Crooked. No,
from the Crooked News Network.
All
right, but you see what? Okay, this is.
And the New York City boy 777 responds, really? Lots of people enjoying the uplifting 9/11 tribute on CNN at CNN. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous of what? 9/11, bro? Huh? Don't be jealous.
I really can't express
jealous of what,
enough.
bro?
If there's one thing I don't think any person should be jealous of, it's the Maroon 5.
It's the Maroon 5 9/11 tribute show.
Brad Paisley, fucking every.
Eli Manning is really the one that kills me because he just sticks out like a sore thumb.
He's just there.
Her, I can understand because she did some really good stuff for the George Floyd stuff.
Remember that? That's fair.
That's like, I feel like she's the only one I feel like is gonna do it tastefully. Maroon 5 is like the least tasteful band you've ever seen in your life.
I've seen Maroon 5's fucking music videos.
I've seen Adam Levine's nipples. I don't want to see him in front of Ground Zero. All right, I want to see Maroon 5 on Ground Zero.
Do you think Maroon 5 in the stage sheet so they can just try and make their stage look nice? They're like, okay, what if we just did it in a bunch of rubble and bring us all back 20 years ago? As if
I want to take you back. To that fateful day 20 years ago.
They have that one. Remember that one photo where it's like the three pieces of like the building still standing, where it's like the outside of it, and they're like, I want to put that behind us as we play.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, both of them are wrong, but for wildly different reasons.
Right. God damn.
Why do I feel like every time I come on the show, I have to bat for libs over and over again.
Yeah.
And like, it's good because they're closest to me, but like, come on, guys.
I'll fucking fight you, libs.
I know you. I know.
Yeah.
Sarah. All right, but I'm ready for more. No, I already see you laughing.
I'm reading this thing in Spanish that says it's very sad. The recording of the tragedy. Something 6 cuadras de distancia. Fue horrible, which I assume means very horrible. And then 3 prayer emojis and 4 American flag emojis. And I think that's very funny to me. I don't know. It sounds like this guy.
Somebody's
Spanish dad. No, somebody's Spanish dad saw the CNN thing with Maroon 5 and was like, this is very sad and horrible. 3 prayer emojis.
Okay, all right, okay.
I was like, it's sweet in like a Spanish dad way where he's correct in his emotions, but the Americans nearby are dancing about death.
You're not wrong, yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, I'm at a payphone.
It's just the Maroon 5 talking on podcast.
Oh my god. It's triste,
How bad is this one? How bad?
I don't know if I can even say.
Do you need me to actually look at it? Okay, because Sarah doesn't want to take this bullet. I got us, guys. All right. I've said worse things. I've said some.
Not right. That is not right.
From UH. U.H, and they have Saturn, I believe, or Jupiter, some planet.
Saturn's the only one that's got rings.
Okay, Saturn. Doesn't Jupiter have rings?
It might, but it's not rings like that.
Okay. And all right, so there's a planet. How about that? There's a planet.
It's Saturn.
It's
an alien emoji too.
And there's an alien emoji, as I was gonna say. And
I can't. I'm gonna throw it over the camera.
So for Sarah's, it's a GIF. It's a GIF for some of you assholes out there. It's an old lady on carpeted floor.
No,
and she's
just
laying
say the words.
down.
We all know what thing it is.
I've fallen and I can't get up. But I want to. Can I mention the small detail that I think makes me laugh the most?
It's the rainbow text.
Yeah, it's the fact that the text is flashing between yellow and red, as if to signify danger, caution, danger, caution.
It's terrible.
9/11. I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's so awful. What it compels someone to think that. Like, holy shit. I don't know if it's a cry for help.
I don't know why underneath it, the fact that there's the gif of not 9/11.
Why is our 9/11 extravaganza episode the funniest episode we've ever done of this podcast?
Why is it funny to me that the comment right below it, not even related to this one, is at Spike Lee or it ain't a party? Right below the I've fallen and I can't get up.
Spike Lee doesn't want to be anywhere near this mess.
There's a wide variety of reactions in this.
It's period at Spike Lee. So he's like
Spike.
direct adding.
I want everyone to know that this is
Then somebody goes, happy anniversary. Oh my gosh.
How have we already recorded for like 30 minutes? Holy shit.
And then Marty says, I'm good watching cat videos. 9/11 20th anniversary. I'm good.
No, thank you. I'm gonna go to r/all right now and just look at cute cats and animals.
God damn.
Oh my god. How much more do you have on this one?
I'm just gonna do that one because I got to the more replies at that point, and I'm like,
is the more replies really that bad?
Well, it's just like it's people that are in different countries speaking in different languages.
Oh, okay, that's fair then.
Like all different languages are commenting on it, which is beautiful.
Yeah,
you know?
no, yeah.
It's like
we can all acknowledge that this is a tragedy. Yeah.
Speaking of tragedy, I have a serious one now.
So we got the funny one out of the way. Just to trap you listeners into hearing a serious discussion about
how the U.S. treats Muslims.
Yeah. Which ironically is what I'm going to be talking about a little bit too.
That's why I did it second. So it would transition.
That'll be a good transition. Yeah. So
okay, the Baltimore Sun.
All right, Baltimore Sun.
This is serious. So let's all shut the fuck up.
One. Yeah.
In the 20 years since 9/11, Muslim Americans say they felt the sting of prejudice, and most say they still struggle with a question the attacks blew into the open: how to live an authentically Islamic life and feel American. Which is true, because like
100% true. Yeah.
If you are Islamic and people of your ethnicity and religion commit such a heinous act, and the world, well, not even the world, but the country where you're currently
home, presiding in, and you've made a name for yourself,
turns its eyes on you as if you're somehow involved, is like,
and I mean that's a very horrific thing in American culture, and it's been a thing that's existed before 9/11. It's existing now with because a lot of dumb white Americans are just like, COVID happened in Wuhan. Oh, so that means every single Asian American we need to discriminate against and blame them for the virus. Yeah,
right. It's like some white people think there's like a hate crime quota that they have to make, and
then they'll go out and
there's
do it.
There's more demand for Asian hate because of COVID-19 because it started in Wuhan and Trump is calling it the China virus or something.
Yeah,
or 9/11 happened and it was a bunch of Muslims, so now we got to up the Muslim hate.
Yeah,
and that's
terrible. 100%. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
it's a horrific reality that we created because of and we just let happen because we all just like we're gonna Family Guy, we're gonna make fun of 9/11 right now but we're gonna make it about the.
Well, yes. Yeah. I mean, that definitely does have something to do with it. And, the joking about 9/11 will definitely have. I mean, and that's why most of the time when we joke about it, we try to stay away from attacking Muslims. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, I think it's about the establishment's response to it. I feel like, 'cause I mean, think about, because when I think about 9/11 and the impact it has, I think about a lot of the shit that the government used to affect everybody. Because see, while you know the dumb white people that are, you know, not necessarily in positions of power decided to keen in on their racism against Muslims, you know, Cheney and Bush and all these fucking assholes were like, oh, how about we use this as an excuse to track every single piece of information that ever happens in America? We're gonna do this thing. And then if someone talks about it, we're gonna go to war, and we're gonna shade it off as oil. And every single time I hear about the Afghanistan war that we went into because of 9/11, it's so obvious that they had no idea why they were going into war,
right?
Other than the guise of 9/11 being what it was, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, you know,
also the fact that Bush was there was an opportunity for Bush to there was Osama bin Laden was going to turn himself in, and Bush declined. Yeah, forgot about that. And like, so I don't know. It's very obvious to me. I think the real, you know, when we joke about 9/11, I think it's fair to joke at the politicians and the impacts that the bad shit
mishandled this tragedy.
Yes.
Like, okay, yes. So a tragedy falls into your lap, you know, like now there is a tragedy in the country that you are running.
And then
how do you fucking handle it? Is it war?
Is it maybe taking away everyone's rights and just allowing certain people's rights to be completely taken away in general?
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, it's terrible, you know? But then you can't go back and tell the people that were hurting from 9/11 that it was wrong to go to war. You know what I mean? Because those people are acting emotionally. And that's why it was made as like 9/11 happened, so now we have to go to fucking Afghanistan.
No, yeah.
It was to make it like something that was not a debate back then. You know, this is not a debate.
Yeah, and that's another
because how do you say that to somebody whose family member, lover, friend, somebody that they knew and loved died during 9/11 or was harmed at all, and how do you tell them, no, I don't think it's right to punish the people that you perceive are the cause of this?
Yeah, and it's such a complicated fucking thing. It's completely based in a lot of it's based in emotion.
Yeah,
it's very I don't know. Not a lot of people had the foresight to see what would happen. I think there were only 2 senators that voted against it. One was Bernie Sanders. Hi everyone, Josh here in Post. Just wanted to let you know what I just said was complete horse shit. At the time of the Afghanistan vote, Sanders was actually a part of the House of Representatives, and he did vote yes on it. There were 2 senators who did not vote on the Afghanistan bill, Larry Craig and Jesse Helms, and the person that I'm about to talk about, Barbara Lee, was the only person to vote nay in the House of Representatives. Yeah, I just wanted to fact check what I just said, because what I just said was very, very dumb. So, yeah, back to the show. And one was another person. There was I was actually watched there's some more news video about Afghanistan. I think everyone should watch it. But there was one extra. It was either a representative or a senator that back in 2001 was like, oh, there's no reason why we should go into this war. We're doing this solely because of oil. Yeah, because of oil, and there's no not even oil, because like that wasn't to some people that they didn't even know about the oil, and some people didn't know exactly why. There was just no idea why we're here type thing.
Yeah, why we're doing this.
Yeah, for the people that were at least in charge, and I mean, I don't know, but I get why people were that emotional. I mean, we joke now.
That's
about
what I'm trying to say though, is that's the mishandling of it.
Yes,
is letting this become like,
what it became, and
you guys are emotional, we're going to act on that emotion. Because now, even like, you know, personally in my life, anything the rule as an adult is if you get emotional, the last thing on your list of things to do is make a critical decision. And this is on a extremely large scale.
Yeah, the largest scale imaginable
possible, but it's just not what you do. You, regardless of going into war or what happens or whatever, you still have to fucking sit down, I feel like, as just like a person, and actually analyze everything from every angle before you go into war.
Yeah.
And now here we are 20 years later out of Afghanistan. Mostly nothing's changed, but we've, lost a lot of money and a lot of lives and a lot of rights.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's just been a consistent loss.
Significant harm to American Muslims.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Like it's
just, there's nothing but loss here.
Yeah. And
there's no reason.
It's just so fucking, it's just awful.
Yeah, it is. It's just a severe mishandling is how I view it. And apparently, the Baltimore Sun does a good job of going through Muslims, American Muslims, like point of views of the last 20 years and how their perception has been changed.
Yeah.
So, quote unquote, 20 years later, Muslim Americans shouldn't have to feel and act this way, but we do, said Mansour Shams, a veteran working to bridge the gap between Muslim and non-Muslim Americans. Zainab Chandri took off her hijab the day of the attacks. Days later, she put it back on. It felt like I was admitting that the actions of these terrorists did reflect my religion, she said. I felt like it was my duty to reclaim my faith.
Shit,
that's wild. Because then, okay, so now these people, you have to like square away within yourself. The people that were acting what they say is of my own religion. Maybe there's something wrong with my religion if it will lead to this.
Yeah, and that's
wild.
It's wild to me. And the crazier part in my eyes of that is that, because I mean, there's the statistic I think we both bring up sometimes is the fact that Islamic since 9/11, like Islamic terror has and even left-wing terror has not outperformed, for lack of a better word, right-wing terrorism, usually done by Christian white males.
Yeah.
And they're doing it because they think that it's either for religion, it's either for misogyny, it's for one of the two things.
Yeah,
but
or
never
it's for fear of
an other,
Which, I mean, can be Muslims, can be any race, any minority.
Yeah, anything
all.
that isn't in their head the white
the way to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So and it's just it's crazy to me that like in this country there's not a lot of people that are Christian that'll be like that way, but because of how we treated Muslims, because it was just it was I don't know what I'm saying, but I guess because it's interesting that like they statistically speaking Christians have done more harm in this country.
Yeah, and I haven't heard of a Christian that has heard of a young Christian man shooting up anything.
And then having God and faith as being like one of its core of the manifesto that they write out.
I haven't heard of anybody that I know that is Christian hearing that and going, well, maybe Christianity is wrong.
Yeah, maybe something's off in this religion.
Because that's definitely wrong. I know that that's wrong. Regardless of everything.
Yeah, very rarely, if at all, because I don't know. I've never heard of it. Yeah.
I've never, ever heard that.
But then because of how we treated 9/11.
Well, because of 9/11.
Because of 9/11. And
the, American Muslims had to question their faith.
Yeah.
And then they continue, they then, say you do reclaim your faith. Say you do say, okay, so this does not reflect on Islam. This is not what Islam is about, which it's not. Like, it literally is.
Yeah.
If you actually research what Islam is about, it is a peaceful.
Well, pretty much. I mean, yeah,
religion,
and that's another frustrating thing I have with a lot of these right wingers is that pretty much almost every religion, as far as I'm aware, in best case scenario, is meant for peace. But because we've created the idea of, because we have tribalism and we have these things where it's like, oh, we need to have an enemy, we need to have an other.
Oh, because human beings need to have control. Yeah. And they see a structure regardless of what it is, whether or not it's based around money. If it's based around invisible money, i.e. faith, then they're like, oh shit, that's easier to take advantage of. And that was the most difficult part of this 20-year war, which was punishing the individuals and not the demographic. how can you do that? Especially when the U.S., their only militaristic, like, you know, the ways that the U.S. usually just goes about war is, yeah, kill as many as you fucking can, and then, I don't know, God will sort them out later.
Jesus.
Shit. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Let's bomb Japan. Oh, fuck, that was too big. Let's give him a bunch of money. Yeah, fuck. Sorry, my bad.
Give him a care package and
Hey,
be like, whatever, my bad.
Sorry, bro. Shouldn't have been on the wrong side of history, though.
It's actually your fault.
It's technically your fault.
It's everyone's fault but mine.
Yeah, not really our fault, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I'm really tired. I mean, the structure of our show is I go on Twitter and I read people's things. And you know what? Twitter is never going to be able, it's not built for giving nuanced takes.
Oh no, yeah. Nuance in 280 characters.
Doesn't work. It's not
Get
a
out of
thing.
here.
I'm just tired of seeing it's black and white.
Yes or no.
Yes or no.
Binary of good
Of
and
anything.
evil. Good,
Anything.
evil. Fucking
I
awful.
went outside and I ate Cheez-Its in the grass. And somebody else is like, you're literally the devil. And somebody else goes, no, he's literally Jesus Christ himself. And it's like, none of this makes any sense. Some guy just wanted to say that he went outside in the grass and ate Cheez-Its.
I went out, I grabbed some Cheez-Its, and I called it a day.
So then, yeah, like, damn, we can't communicate about war.
Yeah.
We shouldn't even touch it. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's important, these stories. So anyway, oh, fuck. So after all of the tweets about the article, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 replies before I get to show more replies.
Oh no.
Which are all the hidden replies that Twitter automatically hides because they know that it's bullshit.
So you're telling me that
the only 4 people had good takes.
Wow.
And everybody else had
unknown takes, because hey, we haven't seen it yet.
Never seen it yet.
They could be good, they could be bad. It could just be someone saying a really good thing, but they said the fuck word too many times, you know?
That's true. Somebody goes, this is probably not the day to do this. Which is the theme of these guys. Hey, Muslims want to talk about the past 20 years? Shut the fuck up. All right? You want to talk about the past 20 years?
That's literally what I'm going to talk about. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's people silencing the way that Muslims...
You don't get a fucking say in this.
You don't get a fucking say in this.
You don't get a goddamn say in this.
Because of my racism. That I think that somebody that looked like you...
Hey, this event did not impact you the way it impacted me. I had to cry at 2 buildings falling.
You know, and then it's usually those people that are anti-maskers.
My kids had to come home from school early. I didn't want them to come home from school early.
And this is what I mean when I say that COVID-19 made every boomer a hypocrite, because these people have been using this excuse for 20 years to tell Muslims to shut the fuck up, and now they're anti-maskers
Yeah.
also, and they're causing a 9/11 to happen every day. And so finally, after 20 years... Muslims are like, I want to talk about how I probably haven't been treated well. And then white people are like, shut the fuck up. This is probably just another way to get me to get the vaccine. And then, like, you know, Billy comes home and goes, Dad, my science teacher died today. They said it was because you won't wear a mask.
Then your school's lying and it's indoctrination and the fucking...
I fucking hate where America's going. America's going down the turlet. God. Fucking Jesus Christ.
So yeah, that's a bad take. That's a dumb take.
And then so somebody else goes, which is funny to me. This one's funny to me. Can we just remember the lives that were lost today? You can whine about your feelings tomorrow. Thanks.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
If that's the case, then honey, people die every day.
Yeah, if you're gonna
more often than not.
Yeah.
Nowadays, boy, oh boy, do they die a lot now.
Fuck, man. That is so funny that someone really brought up the facts don't care about your feelings meme.
You can whine about your feelings
tomorrow. You can whine about your
feelings.
God, dude, if I had to spend the last 20 fucking years of my life being discriminated against because of a fucking event that I know thing, and I had to hide my religion and then try and reclaim it and then deal with the
20
consequences.
years later, you want to talk about it?
Finally, you want to talk about it.
And then some motherfucker named Ashton Love
some dipshit named Ashton
tells
comes
you to
in.
whine about your feelings on 9/12.
No, I'm gonna whine about it whenever the fuck I want, actually, because listen.
No, yeah, it's not your.
While we're focusing on this fucking day, let's talk about the shit that happened because of this.
Yeah. You know?
Can you imagine if like Snowden released like all the files he did on 9/11, and then people were like, "Shut the fuck up, white boy! Are you kidding me? Get out of here, nerd! We don't care about the fact that all our rights were taken away."
Because that wouldn't happen because Snowden isn't brown. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, of course.
That's why. That's why Snowden could release whatever he wanted whenever he wanted. You know, and people would be like, "Wow, interesting."
No, there would be still Republicans being like, "This is not the day to release information like this."
But yeah, there's definitely some idiot out there that's like, "Well,
yeah, named Mitch McConnell."
I don't know. October 13th? Probably not. Probably not the day is all I'm saying. That's like number 50 on my top 365 days list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God, it's just fucking bananas to me, man.
You know what number 1 is?
What's number 1?
April 20th, baby. Fuck. April 20th, baby, 1969.
Josh, in the cut for this, and this is for everyone because everyone knows I'm not going to do the cut for this. Just rewind to when Sarah said this was going to be a serious topic. And then superimpose that every single time we laugh.
And put it in grayscale with like rain on top of it, like it's a Dido.
And then I put the violin
song.
music.
Or no, do Gravity by Sarah Bareilles.
Not doing that. I'm not doing that.
MC for Life responded to that with Twitter user Ashton Love when Muslims are acknowledged.
No, not today.
Okay.
Not today.
Ashton responds, not crying, but for sure annoyed with the article. Today just needs to be about victims and families.
Come on, man. Come on.
And then
you're telling me that Muslims aren't victims of this?
MC for Life, which I assume is Minecraft for Life, but it's not. But I really think it is. It's not.
This hardcore Minecraft speedrunner is currently owning this fucking...
I'm gonna think that it is now for this thing.
Yes, let's do it. Steve from Minecraft
it's a racist and some Minecraft. And a Minecraft person that plays Minecraft a lot for their entire life.
Yo, it's Dream.
They played Minecraft for the first time and they were like, oh my God.
This is the game.
This is it for the rest of my life. And they immediately went to Twitter and made their Twitter account.
Not looking back too, sticking with it.
I'm sure you realize the extreme prejudice Muslim Americans have faced since 9/11. Your comments really just prove that after 20 years, it's still prevalent.
And we still have a lot of work to do.
Right.
I'll add on, yeah.
How is one article diverting attention from victims? Your use of annoyed is very telling.
Yeah.
And then... Ash said, bro, if you don't like it, block me and move on. I would say the same things no matter who it is complaining today.
Really? Really?
Oh my God, this is so long.
No.
I want to say, I'm not going to, whatever. The MC for Life stops replying, I assume because he has to go play Minecraft. But it's, he's saying that that's a hateful opinion. Somebody else goes, how is the opinion hateful? I don't know. I don't know how it's hateful at all. I don't get it. I just don't understand the cultural significance of the day.
I'm just a sheltered kid out here. I don't know what's going on, guys.
Yeah, and then some girl with a Snapchat emoji profile picture goes, fucking, these people are Americans and people were vicious to them for no fucking reason. And then a white man with a Snapchat filter, whose name is Jewcoob, but not Joocoob. Jewcoob. Ooh. Jacob.
Okay.
But Jewcoob.
I was gonna say Jacob. I'm not even dignifying this person with their chosen name.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because this person said in all caps, "Oh no, someone was mean." It's like just as bad as being blown up or burning to death. Surprise face. And then
And
the
now in
original
defense-
person responds, I wasn't going to, but now that it's so bad, I gotta read it.
Yeah.
Thank you. OMG, someone bullied me and now I don't know how to live 20 years later. It was like having to jump out of a burning building and fall to my death. It was almost as bad as little children dying. But I don't. I simply do not think it should be about anyone but the victims and the families left behind. Don't try and race bait because... Okay. Don't try and race bait because I dislike most people, and it doesn't matter what color or nationality they are, and I couldn't give a shit about any religion.
Guys, I'm just an equal opportunity offender.
I hate everyone, especially Browns.
God, what a fucking moron. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say to any of that. This is just depression fest right now for me. Jesus. God,
so
I can't.
The Minecraft for Life comes back and says, bro, you're just mocking brown minorities. Like, I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but it just seems like you're a piece of shit and have some empathy. And the piece of shit
that lacks
empathy and is totally racist says, I have empathy, just not what you want me to be empathetic about. I will tell you this conversation is a total waste though. FYI, I'm saying that with a dirty look. I hope I'm saying that with a dirty look. I hope you will be okay. There's tons of brown people who have gone through way worse. So what's your point?
These brown people specifically got treated worse because of 9/11, the day that we're talking about right now and that we're on right now.
Well, and
also the fact that it's so obvious that you're just bitching now because can I read it? Hold on, can you pass it to me? Hold on.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, I'll talk while you do that, because holy crap, like white people, something bad will happen and white people will claim it. Because I'm sure in the World Trade Center, it's not all white people in the World Trade Center. You know?
Yeah.
Like, let's just say a tragedy happens and the white community takes it as, oh, this victim, I'm a victim. And they'll be a victim for 20 years. For 20 fucking years, they'll be a victim. You know what I mean? And they will never look at it with any nuance of, you know what? Yeah, I was a victim. Yes, I was. And you know what? So were they. And you know what? We're both here. So maybe we should actually shut the fuck up and stop saying, you need to buck up and help me. And you need to buck up and help me. And, oh, why are you crying? I'm crying the hardest. Maybe we should all just shut the fuck up and stop fucking arguing about this shit and actually look at what's actually happening, which is the government fucking attacking brown people for oil. And you know what? And killing your sons. Like going to high school and being like, hey, kid, if you do 20 push-ups on the ground right now, I'll give you $20. And the kid's like, oh, bet. And then it's like, yeah, do you want fucking free college for the rest of your life? Oh, yeah, I was really worried about college. My mom said I wasn't smart enough to get in, so I'm probably not going to get a scholarship or anything. And then the fucking guy comes his pants hearing that this kid is stupid and can do 20 push-ups, and it's like, hey, do you like guns? Kid, do you like travel? Travel? You know, I always wanted to travel. Oh, no way. Fucking, what's your name? Wait, how old are you? Oh, I'm 16. My name's Billy. Oh, Billy, how about you join the army? Oh, Billy, you'll get free fucking.
Well, no, not even that. They go way younger too. They have junior ROTC and then ROTC and all that shit.
Yeah,
but then they get the ones that
specific situation.
Yeah, but like no, but like they even and then like
of course, and they're doing that to take your babies away.
Yeah,
and send them off to a pointless war.
What's that Carlin bit where it's literally like they only care about the fetuses until they're born, and then they don't care about it anymore, and then once they're military age we can send them off to die.
Yeah,
live babies mean dead soldiers, you know.
That's what it is. You know, and it's not for anything. It's not for something that happened 20 years ago. It's for money. It's for money. And the more that you spend hating brown people, the more that you lose money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just wish because this is such a emotional thing. I just wish we all cut the crap when we were talking with white people who obviously don't give a damn, cannot even scrounge up 1 ounce of emotion for anybody other than themselves, who doesn't look like themselves, doesn't remind themselves of who they were at 14, and just tell them, you're going to lose money if we go to war.
Yeah.
If you continue to hate minorities,
yeah,
you're going to lose money.
And that's the only way you can probably even get to them, because
they'll be anti-war.
They'll be anti-war.
Because they want money.
Exactly. It sucks. It sucks that that's how it is.
That's what it is.
But
God bless people who are victims of this. That, they see, thank God, you see white people and racists as people, and you want to be empathetic with them. No, it's not going to work. Because they're not going to be empathetic with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, and that was the point I was going to make, because I read it. It's so obvious that like people who claim to be empathetic, but only for specific things,
that's
don't
not
have
what
empathy.
That is.
Yeah, that's not empathy.
That's not what that is.
And it's also really fucking awful that they're weaponizing actual victims of trauma to excuse their racism. You know, and I don't know. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, Jesus.
Shut the fuck up, maybe.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just depressing. And then I
this is why I try to keep my phone out of your hands during this.
God, I'm sorry. It's just so much. I won't spoil the next one, because the next one's just kind of
that was the one that I decided that's why I wanted to do this one. Because it reminded me of Tom McDonald a lot.
Yeah.
You think that's bad? Try being white.
White boy.
This guy says a lot to say too.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, he does. Then somebody else goes, lol, please tell me you're trolling.
Yeah, because it seems like you're trolling.
So this guy goes, who gets blamed for everything? Who are the O-space-L-Y people who can be racist? Can't even spell.
Wait, how?
Who are the only people who can be racist, but he forgot to type N.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry.
And he even spaced it out. And then it was a GIF that says, that's...
What's the GIF, Sarah?
The GIF's 2 brown men, and it's, I'm just saying, bro.
So, Sarah, you're telling me that you're taking that this obvious white man is co-opting brown culture to make it seem like brown people agree with what he's saying? Because actually, only white people really get fucking.
I used to make fun of like the BuzzFeed when they were like, "What is digital blackface?" Because they did that whole thing where it was like, oh, if you're doing this and you're using,
I think,
you know what? I think there's actually a
little bit of truth to it now at this point. I mean, because the reason why it comes off, because BuzzFeed is really like, BuzzFeed does a lot of what they try to do, because BuzzFeed's goal.
BuzzFeed tried to be like a liberal powerhouse while also posting, which pumpkin's your favorite, and we'll guess your zodiac sign.
And because they had that behind them and not really a lot of like experience trying to be political, in the early days of BuzzFeed's political advocacy, it really came off cringy because they didn't know what they were doing. Now at least they have, it was cringy. And I mean, at least now they are at least somewhat better. They actually have a news thing,
exactly.
Like BuzzFeed News started off as like a joke to everybody, but now it's like, okay, I can actually trust them slightly more than sometimes so
sometimes when I press my favorite pumpkin, it gets my zodiac sign right.
Exactly. Exactly. So like, I mean, if you throw enough shit at the wall, you're gonna hit it. But
this will be the last one. All right.
Okay.
Because I know we've gone a long time.
Or I see the hour mark. I don't know what minute at the hour mark, but
I don't know. But so somebody goes, can you provide a screenshot of one even moderately famous person saying only white people are racist? Like nobody says that, basically.
No, everyone's fucking racist. But the systems in society benefit white people. I think is that not a fair thing to fucking say?
What do you think this guy says?
I got one right here. It's when you said it in this one tweet.
He uses a buzzword.
He uses a buzzword?
3 buzzwords.
Oh, shit. What are
3 words with one buzzword phrase.
No. Don't tell me. This guy's about to say what I think he's about to say.
A famous person saying it doesn't mean anything. It's literally being taught as critical race theory. Duh. And then I want you to guess which, I think 80s or 90s comedian that was on SNL do you think he used the gif of?
Oh, please not be Rob Schneider, because if it's Rob Schneider,
maybe 70s. I don't know when this guy was on, but he's really funny. He's dead now.
Chris Farley?
Yep. Yes.
You know, this legitimate thing. God, I hate the fact that, like, God, why conservatives? Listen, I need conservatives to understand something right now, right? If you happen to be watching this, first of all, thank you for reaching it this far and listening to our opinions.
I don't know why you're here, but
second of all, so critical race theory is not taught in anything under college. Yeah. Let's start there.
Like, if you really want to be like, why are they even teaching it in college? Like,
well,
choose.
I mean, I don't know. Why do you teach art?
Yeah, why do you teach art? Why do you teach pottery? Why do you teach basket weaving? What classes do you want to exist in college that everybody has to take? And why is it Steve 101 when your name is fucking Steve? You know what I mean?
You know, yeah.
Like, no, like, just let people take whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, if they want to learn about race, and critical race theory.
Well, because critical theory existed before, and then critical race theory is just critical theory through the lens of race.
Yeah.
And then they don't teach that only white people are racist.
They don't.
And I knew a bunch of like woke fucking people when I went to college.
Yeah.
And like there's one that I don't like now because they're more willing to work with like the right and like people that are leaning fascist. Oh, and I'm like, yeah, a little maybe a little sus. Man. Yeah, but I
can understand people that aren't as you know, like, are willing to try and get people of the right over onto the left.
Yeah, no, I think it's a noble thing to try and convert people.
I'm not going to do it because I don't want to deal with them.
No, yeah, I get it. But never once, like not the radical feminists that I went to film school with, not the corporations suck communists.
Yeah.
None of them that are even remotely left leaning were like, oh yeah, all white people racist.
Yeah.
Never. I don't think I've ever fucking heard that. No.
I've never heard that.
And like that's just something that you hear when you're terminally online now.
Yeah.
Cuz it's a boogeyman. It's just a conservative boogeyman meant to try and get rid of this actually good thing.
Right. Well, I think it's a perversion of the idea that all white people are capable of racism. You know?
Yeah.
It's like taking the idea that a white person that is born in a culturally black, you know, area, like, and is not raised with racist ideals or whatever, still has the ability to be racist because they benefit from the system.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and, like, you know, if somebody goes up to that baby and gives it candy because it's the only white baby on the street, or whatever, some racist goes up to the baby and gives it preferential treatment to other black babies, that kid is going to be like, oh, the people that look like me treat me better than the people that don't look like me. And will then, you know, because of the system, be like socially imposed into racism. So all white people have the capability of being racist, but it's not all white people are racist.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, and the reason why we focus on white people is because white people have the power. White people have continuously have the power since the founding of this country. Like, it's not even like.
And if you don't believe that and you want an example of that, this article was about Muslims. And a white man
white people
turned it into all white people are racist somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's just fucking disheartening, man. Fuck.
Oh, I'm a victim.
I'm the real victim here. Try being white.
I hate that. That was awful.
Try being white. Just try having every advantage handed to you and then taking them. How difficult it is for me. God.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus.
So those are my things.
All right. So you got two choices. We can go into my version of my specific Muslim hate thing that the conservatives have.
Yeah.
Or we can jump into Breitbart.
Whichever one do you think is going to be?
I think we'll do the Muslim one because it's more relevant to what we're talking about right now. So, have you heard of a website called The Daily Wire?
Yes, I have.
All right, so you know that it's your boy Ben Shapiro here.
Yeah, Benny Boy.
So I don't think this is not written by Ben Shapiro. This is written by a guy named Luke Rosiak.
Okay.
Rosiak. I don't know how to fucking say it. Some fucking guy.
Rosiak.
So this is a news and commentary.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question right now. How big of a stretch do you think this headline's gonna be?
Oh no.
How big of a stretch do you think this? And do you think that this is the conservative equivalent of the Kevin Bacon game?
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Big
Okay.
stretch is what I'm gonna say.
This is gonna be a big stretch.
I think this is gonna be a big long stretch.
Big stretch.
Big stretch. Like when your cat does a big stretch and you go big stretch.
Headline. I saw this today, and this is from yesterday, actually. Sorry, everybody.
Okay. A little early.
Yeah. So okay.
Fine.
School board member whose father led 9/11 hijackers mosque opposes resolution honoring victims.
Do say that all again.
Okay, school board member whose father. Hold on, wait, real quick. I'll do fingers for every single person that comes up. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
School board member whose father led 9/11 hijackers mosque opposes resolution honoring victims.
So what they're saying is
Because
a kid
who grew
is
up,
on a school board,
a kid who
whose
was a
dad
child,
was Muslim and led a mosque, who happened to have the 9/11 hijackers in it. We have to give all this backstory right up at the top to discredit this kid for opposing
this former kid who's now a school board member
for opposing some law about
a resolution honoring victims. That's the framing of this.
Right, the resolution honoring victims. So now I want to ask, what's the resolution? Who is the dad? Did the dad hijack the plane?
We're gonna get into this.
Probably not, I think.
We're gonna get into this.
Did the dad say, hey, listen, boys, I love you guys. You know, you come to my mosque every week, blah, blah, blah. You should totally hijack a plane and cause 9/11.
We're gonna talk about this.
It was all my idea.
We're gonna talk about this because
the son of the 9/11 mastermind.
I need to preference all of this. If after this you guys think the Daily Wire is a legitimate news source,
nobody thinks that. Are you kidding me?
There's conservatives that believe that. I need conservatives to understand this.
Like, come on, you're not watching us.
We're going to debunk this article. Don't worry. This is gonna. Yes.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
It's 2 + 2 = 5.
No, I know. But Sarah, I'm gonna. This is gonna be thorough.
God, okay, let's do it. Let's go.
All right, and the subline. We haven't even gotten to the subline yet.
Mm-hmm.
Says resolution honoring victims of terror attacks is not, quote, anti-racist.
Say that again. Oh my God.
Says okay, so the school board member whose father led 9/11 hijackers mosques says resolution honoring victims of terror attacks is not anti-racist.
Okay, so it's not anti-racist enough.
Yeah, so okay. A school board member whose father was on the board of the mosque attended by 9/11 hijackers. Just such a word fucking salad. 9/11 hijackers and hired as Ayman Attab al-Qaeda operative on Wednesday forcefully opposed a resolution honoring the victims of the attacks. Abrar Omesh, sorry if I'm saying that name wrong.
Yeah, I totally said my shit wrong.
Is on the school board of the Fairfax County Public Schools near the Pentagon. She lives with her father, Assam, who was the director of the Dar al-Hajara Mosque in Falls Church, Virginia, and hired as its Inman Anwar al-Awlaki, who President Barack Obama later ordered killed by drone strike. The mosque, there's a lot of names in this. I just realized I didn't read this whole entire fucking thing through. I'm sorry. We're on Obama now. I'm sorry. The mosque was attended by 2 of the 9/11 hijackers, as well as the shooter of the 2009 attack on Fort Hood, Texas. Okay.
Like, just show this to me in an NCIS episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right?
Like, just show the shit.
Yeah.
Just, oh my God. Somehow.
Okay. She said, she said a school board resolution calling for a moment of silence marking the 20th anniversary of 9/11 was not, quote, anti-racist. All right. This is going to be the paragraph that disproves this whole fucking thing.
I'm going to say, because, like, I don't know why a moment of silence needs to be anti-racist, but... So I mean, everything needs to be anti-racist, but I mean, let's see what's up with it.
While 9/11 was, quote, jarring and a, quote, historic turning point in our nation's history, she says. So she admits that 9/11 was jarring and a turning point.
That's good bars on the floor. Yeah.
She said the resolution failed to address, quote, state-sponsored traumas to Muslims. Quote, just 2 years ago, even I was profiled as a threat in one of my most traumatic experiences of my life, she said. So that refers to an incident in which she was pulled over by police for running a red light, then removed from her car for repeatedly refusing to show her license. Video shows an obvious traffic infraction and that the officer could not see her appearance when she pulled her over. So, all right, there's a link in this. Sarah, guess which news website links to itself?
Oh, yeah.
To prove that it's...
Oh, shit. Is it the Daily fucking Wire? By Ben fucking Shapiro?
And I literally looked up the... Because I did a lot of research for this one. I wanted to go deep on this one.
Yeah.
I looked up the traffic incident. I could not find any other mention of it other than on the Daily Wire.
Really?
From what I could tell, yeah.
So they may have just fabricated this entire thing.
There is... in the Daily Wire thing, there is some sort of...
link?
Not link, but there is a screenshot of like a video that seems like it would have been from the thing, but I'm not entirely sure.
But a screenshot of a video is like wild.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing.
Show the video.
Obviously, yeah.
The fact that you're not being very visible with your evidence of this.
Yeah.
Your fabricated claims.
Exactly.
Which I'm just going to assume are fabricated.
Yes.
Allegedly fabricated claims. Because I'm alleging it.
Yeah. Okay. She called for a school system, quote, where all pain and trauma is acknowledged as legitimate and worthy of recognition. I vote against this today because our omission of these realities causes harm. We are evaluating a traumatic event without sufficient cultural competence, she said.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So she's literally fucking talking about...
She's just saying, like, yeah, when we take our moment of silence, can it not just be for, like, the families and the victims, but it can be for all the victims of 9/11.
Exactly, yeah. So that's... And the Daily Wire's bitching about this because, she voted against it.
The brown people want sympathy.
Yeah. So I decided to do a little bit of dig deeping.
Which is amazing because if you take out the adjective, it's the people want sympathy.
Exactly. So
yeah.
No
way.
I looked up Abrar.
Okay.
2 things. She actually has a separate resolution she wants to get passed talking about 9/11. Yeah, great. And it actually tries to go more in depth than the original resolution.
That would be wonderful.
But what is it? All right, so here's a tweet thread from her perspective explaining more about it because obviously the Daily,
the Daily Wire is not going to
don't give a shit. Yeah,
they're not going to say her words in the truest possible form.
So last night's board resolution, this is from Abrar, on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, ignored a holistic understanding of the American experience. Let us learn from one another in this complex and painful moment. Below is what a 9/11 resolution should have. We remember nearly 3,000 lives lost during the tragedy, including 3 from Fairfax County. We stand with the families of Kang Nguyen, Michael Selves, and Sandra Teague through this painful memory. Let us honor them, acknowledge their difficulty, and serve in their legacy. Many first responders, including those deployed from the Bailey's Crossroad Volunteer Fire Department here in Fairfax County, exhibited valor in answering the call on that day. Let us focus with their heroic example to confront fear with courage, resolve, and service to others. The week of 9/11, hate crimes against American families exponentially increased. Over the 20 years, nearly 5,000 Americans reported anti-Arab or anti-Muslim hate crimes. 6 Hindus and racial minorities mistaken as Arab or Muslim were targeted. This continues today. This discrimination doesn't just come from lone wolves, it's from policy and narratives. The Patriot Act, NSEERS, watch lists, and no-fly lists, CVE and TVTP efforts, border airport profiling, and more have stigmatized our neighbors. It's sown distrust and leaves us all with deep biases.
Yeah.
The targeting and xenophobia of post-9/11 domestic policy matched the othering of post-9/11 foreign policy, whose wars were used to justify harm and directly cost us lives of over 7,000 U.S. military personnel and nearly 400,000 civilians, journalists, aid workers. The dangers posed by targeting of Arab, Muslim, and many brown and other students are real. Stress from marginalization leads to gaps in academic performance. According to @APA, students facing post 9/11 discrimination have higher levels of distress and lower levels of happiness.
Yeah, no way.
That's over
I
10.
totally believe that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, of course.
Yeah, that's over 10% of our kids in Fairfax. Over 1.5 of Muslim students experience bullying, 2 times the national average. Half of American Muslim parents say their kids face religious-based bullying in school. 1/3 of the incidents involve a school official. Almost no. I want to read the whole thing because honestly, sorry. Yeah. Further, mental health services for 9/11 victims' families, first responders, military veterans, hate victims, and refugees are essential to address how these events continue to shape our communities. The current realities around Afghanistan are one recent example of such needs. Be equipped this weekend. Parents, they have the FYI.org, and educators, the FYI.org. 9/11 is a challenging moment that can bring us towards healing our nation together. Let us honor our heroes by committing to fix and rebuild.
Yeah.
And she links to her alt resolution that tries to go more in depth on this.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
that's exactly what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
But
Which is, like, yes, we should be acknowledging all of the victims of 9/11.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so fucking idiotic and moronic to be like, oh, this only affected Americans. And because of that,
and then what are Americans really? Because like when you say this only affected Americans, and then American Muslims are saying, yes, it did. It affected us too.
No, you guys actually never.
No, not you guys. Because of your religion, because of your skin color. What is it? And it's those things. And then because this I'm frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah. And then because this person decided to bring up all of that.
Yeah, because
what?
Like, fucking this happens on a daily basis to Muslims, and then fucking you say, oh, let's have a powwow for all the white people that died. Like, yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like,
no,
Jesus.
Let's have a moment of silence for all the whiteys.
Thoughts and prayers.
No, I would be like, how much more division is that going to sow? How much more xenophobia can America fucking take? Like, how much more?
Yeah, no, it's so like, fuck, man.
It's so fucked up.
And then the Daily Wire comes in and it's like,
but she got a traffic ticket, so that's why she wants to
she's invalid.
Do another 9/11.
Well, actually,
like,
because her father ran a mosque, and that mosque just happened to have 2 of the hijackers, which means that the father for sure was like, yeah, I want you guys to go bomb those towers right now.
Right, like what are you implying? What kind of weird conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
that's insane. That's like fucking, actually is
that
insane.
That is insane. Yeah.
Holy crap!
And then Ben Shapiro read that and was like,
"Put it up on my website.
Put it up on my website right now. This is good." And Candace Owens read that and was like, "Hell yeah!" And then the guy that hates Bo Burnham was like, "Fuck yeah,
fuck yeah, bro."
And I don't know. It's just
no, Josh. He loves Bo Burnham.
He loves Bo.
He just wants Bo Burnham to have a better relationship with God.
God.
All right.
So yeah, no, I guess that'll end that that fucking craziness from the Daily Wire. The most legitimate conservative.
Yeah, right.
Because oh god. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun.
Let's have a little bit of fun. We started with fun. We got real serious because it's 9/11.
And now
let's end with fun.
With some fun.
Yeah.
So this is from Breitbart.
Baby.
But I'm gonna tell you this right now, we're not looking at the article. Because for once, with a million asterisks, Breitbart doesn't completely do the thing that it wants to do, which is...
Oh, shit. What?
So, okay, 9/11, A Visual History of 20 Years of War is the title. So basically, this is the Breitbart's attempt to be as serious as possible to lure people in.
Okay.
Because the reason why they want to do this is because they want to bring people in and then be like, oh, actually, it's because of the Muslims. You know?
Right. War vets, people that sincerely hold this ideal because it is sadly very popular.
Exactly. And they go out of their way to like talk about, the planes got hijacked by Muslims.
Yeah.
You know, they want to make sure that like there's no like real conspiracy, quote unquote, like for at least for the big details.
Right. It's just like, you know, I mean,
they want to focus on the xenophobic elements of it.
For lack of being, you know, cool, for lack of a hip reference, 1984, like,
yeah,
you know, we're fighting Britasia today. So let's show you all these photos of how Britasia steps and poops on babies, you know?
Yeah.
And then everybody gets real mad and everybody has their 10 seconds of hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, can I not see the comments? Oh, do the comments need to load? This has 1,000 comments, by the way.
Gotta be a bad one in there
load.
somewhere.
It's gotta load.
We're gonna
up.
find it. For sure, there's definitely at least one bad take.
I wonder. Whoa, really?
Maybe at least. Oh, there's some gold in there. I'm sure.
Okay, if it won't load on my phone, I will go get my laptop because
holy crap, really?
I will go out of my way to read this.
The internet's really trying to keep this away from our little baby eyes.
So I want to preface this by saying, if this isn't more proof that the right is, for as focused as they are on hating minorities and hating the poor and hating all the other, they are not cohesive in how they want to hate the other.
Yeah, you know,
this
that
is
is true.
Still loading. Holy shit.
Oh wow, maybe it's too much hate.
It might be too much
for your
hate.
phone. Maybe your phone's like, I can't deal with this on 9/11, bro.
I want to talk. Pretty much every article on Breitbart right now is about 9/11, and there are thousands of comments on every single one talking about 9/11.
Do you think Breitbart is like, this is our Labor Day?
This is our Labor Day. We got a fucking Labor Day blowout sale.
Labor Day 9/11 blowout sale, everybody.
Yeah, this is not loading. All right, I'm gonna go get my laptop.
Oh, shit.
On. All right, hold on.
All right,
we gotta do it. Holy shit. All right, I got the laptop, guys.
Yeah.
I'm opening up Twitter where I send myself links, and you should follow me on Twitter at Joshua Chinland.
Damn straight.
9/11, a visual history of a 20 years war. I'm gonna scroll all
Josh,
the way down.
You know what, Josh? I was a baby when 9/11 happened. How about, and you know, I never really learned, you know, exactly what the war was like in Afghanistan. So you know what? It would be nice for me to learn today from Breitbart.
From
happened.
Breitbart's comment section, we're gonna learn.
Right, from Breitbart's comment section, what was it like? I want to know.
Yeah,
I want to learn.
So I want to say I don't want to. This is going to be really difficult for some of these comments to talk about because the main comment that's on Breitbart right now, and also I want to keep. I think you have to have Facebook to be able to comment. No, you don't. Okay, you can log in.
Comments are gonna be awful then.
Yeah. So okay, the top comment right now is literally 9/11 is here again for the 20th time since Muslim Saudis bombed the World Trade Center. Unlike 2,977 others, I was somewhat lucky. My mother-in-law had a heart attack on September 10th. She had entrusted me with her medical power of attorney, and I was at the hospital instead of DC. I was supposed to attend a 10 o'clock meeting in the Pentagon, and I was entering the south entrance at 9:35:40 when American Airlines Flight 77 slammed into the side of the building.
Oh my God.
So there are people in here that literally have been affected by 9/11 and almost would have died. But then they also say, in retrospect, I will say that America lost big that day, and Americans have continued losing for 20 years. In my honest opinion, the winners are the swamp and Muslim terrorists. Bush 43 began the boulder rolling down the mountain by stating Islam was a religion of peace. He then demanded sweeping federal surveillance authority to spy on all non-Muslim Americans. So with that implication, he also means that I didn't read this whole fucking thing. This is actually kind of crazy. This is Breitbart.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So this guy's already pro-racial profiling and going against.
Holy shit, man.
From someone who would have probably died or been severely injured if they were at the Pentagon that day.
Well, that's probably what they think is those dang Muslims almost got me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's and I assume this is a real person. There's nothing.
I mean, let's hope they didn't lie about almost dying during 9/11. Let's hope. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the first comment.
That's the first one. That's a lot, Breitbart. Like, you got to moderate that shit. The first one's got to be like a nice meme.
Right.
And then you got to get down to the bottom.
No, but this is Breitbart.
No, Breitbart's like, we're coming hot.
Hard hitters. We're going to come in fucking hot, dude. And the first comment about that really kind of, okay, this is from Steven. This is immediately under.
Oh, Steven.
I'll never forget. Quote, 2 days later, the Albuquerque Peace and Justice Center held a process at the University of New Mexico with signs, quote, "We deserved it," in all caps. We deserved it. Their latest was in support of Cuba and Hamas. When the wall fell, we cheered, they cried. When the twins fell, we cried, they cheered. South Carolina, SC. Who are, quote, they? And that's it. That's all the comment is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't even know how to pick that apart, bro.
Well, don't worry. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Fucking, what is it? Let's not forget that the BBC reported World Trade Center 7 coming down 20 minutes before it actually did. Quite the scoop. No one with whatever response to that, no one with half a brain cell can believe the official narrative on 9/11. In fact, I came across a poll showing that over half of Americans doubted the official version, but it sure provided an excuse to drag America into never-ending wars in the Middle East.
So they don't want the wars?
Weird, right? Oh, wait, hold on. What the fuck?
What? I mean, that's good.
Oh, there's a fight. Oh my God, there's a fight going on.
Maybe, yeah, we shouldn't.
So Michael comes in.
Oh, Mike.
Can you kooks leave off for just one day with -8 with 8 downvotes?
I like that, honestly.
And then whatever comes back swinging hard.
Yeah.
Can't you gatekeeping shills leave off for just a day? For anyone interested in truth, check out AE 9/11 Truth. They are a group of over 3,500 architects/engineers for 9/11 Truth who recently released the results of a 4-year study on 9/11. Their findings: World Trade Center 7 was destroyed in the manner of a classic implosion, falling suddenly, symmetrically, and at a free fall acceleration in its own footprint. And then it goes on to more about it. And then it brings up video about all the shit. And then AE 9/11 Truth.
There's so much to cover with 9/11, man. We didn't even get into the conspiracy theories until just now.
Yeah, we just got into. And then the immediate response after that, yeah, but libs aren't interested in the truth. Libs or gatekeepers, whatever.
Like, who is
Holy
gatekeeping
shit.
what?
I don't know. I really don't know. And honestly,
9/11? Give me some of the 9/11. No, you're not 9/11 enough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on.
I think someone brings up loose change. Did the military industrial complex do 9/11? And then it's a bunch of 9/11, the new Pearl Harbor, Press for Truth, and loose change 9/11. Someone's apparently has a couple brain cells here, because someone was like, loose change? Ha ha, what a moron. I hope your family's proud of all you have accomplished, you miserable excuse for a human being.
Oh, fuck.
There's a lot of fighting going on right now.
Get him.
The collapse of World Trade Center 7 has been proven to have been controlled demolition to falsify the Al-Qaeda conspiracy theory, unless a method by which Al-Qaeda could wire buildings with explosives.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
All right, honey. Oh, shit.
Jesus. So yeah, there's a lot. And then immediately under all of this conversation is just one underneath the main guy that almost died in 9/11. And then immediately after that row of text, Marxism and cancer have much in common. They both destroy what is good and healthy.
You know,
immediately after that, Marxist, anti-Christians, anti-American, and Islamist terrorists.
Like, I want you all, everybody listening, everybody watching at this point, all 2 people. I want you guys to go to Thanksgiving this year. I want you to sit across from me. You're like, not even 80 years old, like 60-year-old uncle, 50-year-old uncle, 40-year-old uncle.
Uncle.
Your uncle. Whatever. As long as he's like above the age of like 40. And I want you guys to sit there and I want you to look at them. I don't want you to talk to them. And I want you to look at them. I want you to think in your mind, he's fucking commenting some crazy shit on Breitbart right now. Like, when he's not at Thanksgiving and he's sitting there and he's playing like your kids, you know, he's like being a good uncle. And then you go home. He's like, his wife is like, honey, do you want some tea? And then he's like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Some late night tea. And then she's like, I'll go make it for you. And he's like, great. I'll just be catching up on the news. I'll just be a little silly man catching up on the news. Oh, yeah. It's the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Fucking okay. And, you know, and like, that's how he comes.
This is fucking 100%.
And you got his blood in you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So the next time you think you're hot shit, next time you're sitting there and you're like, man, I'm fucking dope. I'm dope as shit. I'm woke as fuck. I want you to sit there and want you to think, my uncle is spouting 9/11 conspiracy theories on Breitbart for sure.
Yeah. And then, okay.
And just bring yourself down a peg.
Let's bring down
Stay
a
humble.
little bit. Stay humble a little bit.
boys.
So let's talk about Ryan, who's also responding
Ryan.
to another comment underneath the guy that almost died on 9/11.
Okay.
And the guy's name, by the way, that almost died is Archimedes, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't
What
bring
a
that up
fucking
until now.
name,
Yeah.
Jesus. Archimedes.
Ryan is about to make some pretty big accusations.
You weren't there. I don't know who you are.
Archimedes props up the official narrative on 9/11. Perhaps Archimedes could explain why the BBC reported World Trade Center 7 coming down a whopping 20 minutes before it did. While he's at it, perhaps Archimedes can explain how the official narrative claims they decided, quote, to pull World Trade Center 7. Needless to say, takes months to pull a building. You can't pull a building in 5 minutes. The official story does not hold up. And of course, let's not forget that Larry Silverstein, who leased the tower, skipped his usual breakfast atop the North Tower that day. Just 6 weeks earlier, Silverstein also took out a $4 billion anti-terrorism policy on the towers. Very convenient. Why don't you let us have your thoughts on that?
Hey, what? So you almost died in 9/11? Name all the 9/11s right now.
Right. And Archimedes, I don't even want to read all of Archimedes' things. Here's Archimedes' first sentence. Mr. Peterson, please believe what you want. We are still a free country. Personally, I don't believe the conspiracy theories.
Probably because you work for the Pentagon.
I choose to believe my late best friend, who was a House Defense and Prop staffer. He had access to the subcommittee investigation. He said, follow the money. Saudis flew the planes. Some members of the royal family financed the terrorists, and some members of the royal family shorted the stock markets. And the price barrel of oil shot through the roof. The Saudis ranked in billions upon billions, and the Saudis have benefited from the in-house conspiracy theory, which diverts attention from them. So, as I said, believe what you want.
But I don't believe conspiracy theories.
Apparently not.
But you believe the royal family caused 9/11 indirectly by funding the Taliban, if that's what I assume. And you know what? Princess Diana's secret lover was a Muslim.
So I want to mention right now that literally every single comment is talking about different conspiracy theories.
That's amazing.
And sharing same details about the conspiracy theories, but just tweaking them a little bit to fit their own belief and narrative.
This is the version of the right that is the left is eating itself. The right eats itself about
eating itself.
Very specific things like 9/11 conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, the right eats themselves on things that aren't important to the goal of the right. Whereas the left, I think, is more likely to eat itself at the goals of what they want.
Yes, exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, the right will do whatever we can. Also, I haven't brought this up yet.
Oh.
How many times do you think George Floyd was mentioned?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you this. It's more than 2.
I remember when he died. Weren't they trying to say that he was Muslim or something way back when?
I don't remember that.
I remember them saying he was a criminal and he was a Muslim or
whatever. Yeah, like all this fucking things to try and do
that they think are bad, you know, that aren't even bad. But it's like... Like, how do you not know that other people think that you're crazy at this point?
I want to talk about one last comment from a specific person.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this is in context for, but this guy named Rex.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Rex.
Before we have our final
Rex,
thoughts.
Come on, let's go.
Is responding to something about it. But okay, Rex is saying that something is... all fake. CIA agents who weren't told the plans will crash. I know thousands of people, but you'll never find a single, quote, family member of anyone who died on 9/11. Just like you don't know anyone who died of COVID. What? Trust your eyes, not the media garbage that feeds you so many lies that your fundamental grasp of the universe is wrong. Take the red pill, Neo.
I was going to make a Matrix joke. I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say Rex was working at the strip. Rex was on his way to the strip club, and he pulled over to get some gas, and somebody ran out of the gas station and was like, Rex, 2 planes just flew into the World Trade Center, and he was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, that's not how planes are spelled. And then, like, he saw all the Matrix stuff happen, and he was like, whoa. And then he had his own Matrix movie. God. And then he comes back, and he's just like, guys, it's all a simulation. We're actually in The Sims.
Gotta take the red pill.
You gotta take the red pill, Neo. I thought that legit. Now I think I think Rex is right now. Because we were connected at that point. We were on the same wavelength.
So
we got to
the
same end.
You just took the red pill?
Yeah. I'm red pilled now. I'm based and red pilled now, bro. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Holy shit.
So that's the end of our 9/11 extravaganza.
It
wasn't real.
It wasn't.
That's how we got here. It's not real, I guess. Because Rex
never meet
so.
anyone that was there.
You'll never, just like you don't know anybody who died of COVID.
I don't remember. There was another thing. Apparently, okay. I don't remember where I saw this. It could very easily be some other article about 9/11 because there's so many.
Oh my God, there's too many.
There's too many.
There's too much 9/11
Someone
coverage.
Talked
guys.
about like, oh, how sad is it that the government couldn't control all the civilian footage, those shitty VCR cameras that don't show anything, that show that there wasn't any plane that crashed into the Trade Center.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so fucking ridiculous, man.
I can't wait until somebody makes like a miniature of 9/11, tries to record their own 9/11 footage and then post like age it,
Yeah.
And there's like a little alien in the front. Like, like there's a little there's little Lego
get
guys.
the circular UFO and just
Actually, guys, aliens caused 9/11.
And then people on Breitbart will be like, I actually saw this video about how aliens, Lego people came in from outer space and killed everyone in the Trade Center towers. False flag. There also, I didn't mention this because I didn't think this would be important.
Oh.
But speaking of false flag, guess which other event that happened in January of this year did they call a false flag?
No way.
As well as 9/11.
Oh, huh. Nah, I can't think of a single thing. Shit, man. I can't think of a damn thing.
In January.
I can't think of a fucking thing, Josh. I can't think of a fucking thing.
It was the January 6th interaction.
Interaction? Interaction. Wait. Oh, okay. There it is.
Sorry, I'm so at loss for words that I don't know, man.
Forgot about it. That coup that happened this year.
Sarah, what do you want to plug?
Fuck, bro. I don't fucking know. I guess follow me on Twitter. I'll talk about 9/11 on there. I'll be honest. This is the only time
This is
why I'm so
first time
excited.
in a while we talked about 9/11.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter at SQUINTON271. That's SQUINTON271. And then Instagram at pretty much that, but leave off the 1 at the end. Follow the podcast at A Podcast Will Save This on Instagram. APRST. Wait, what?
APRSTD?
STD.
APWSTR
on TikTok. Is it APWSTR Productions on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is.
And pretty much everywhere you get your podcast, both The Worst Takes and A Podcast Will Save This are available.
Which you probably know because you're listening to this.
Probably.
Yeah.
Next week we'll be back with The Podcast Will Save This in that RSS feed, though. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So subscribe to both of them if you like our political and regular content.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter. And a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch for some epic Fall Guys playing. And that's how I want to end the 9/11 podcast, is with a reference to Fall Guys. Because
guys, don't worry. Sometimes Josh plays Fortnite.
No, I don't. I don't even play Fortnite anymore.
That's true, he doesn't. But
Apex Legends.
Sometimes Josh plays Fortnite and he plays on Tilted Towers. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great 9/11. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hope you had a great 9/11. Thank you. Goodbye. We love you.
Have a beautiful day, evening, night, whatever you happen to be in.